Good morning, YouTube. How are you today? We got Inspired John, Crip6. Hey, Crip6, how you doing? Undead Otters in the house. Karen Summers, good morning, good morning. Jay Lippman, good morning. How are you? It is awesome to see you, my friend. Michael inspired me to do a morning coffee stream, but due to the situation with my neighbor, I'm gonna have to get a restraining order. Undead Otter, you sound like you had an interesting morning, my friend. Good morning, Jam House. How are you? Hey, Joran, good morning. JNC Fishing, the Jamin Show's in the house. Cuban Beauty, good morning. It is so awesome to see you. Heavy Metal Magnet, good morning, good morning. Woohoo, look at this. Morning all off today, but the roofing materials house to buy our material from hosting a big golf tourney. Oh, that sounds awesome, Heavy. Cool. Michael T. Panetta's in the house. Vote for me. Hey, Chris is in the house. Hey, Jaron Lumpkin, how are you today, man? It's nice to see you. Harmony tweeting us out. How awesome is that? I'm going to catch up. If you do not know this gentleman sitting right next to me here, this is KrizAkoni. It is so awesome. This is a long time coming. Exploring Ginger, hello. Culinary Cookhouse. Culinary Cookhouse, I just want to say, thank you so much for the retweets and the kind comments that you leave. I really appreciate it. I do notice I haven't had a chance to reply to those comments just yet, but I will get to it. I promise you. Desmond Donders, good morning, good morning. Running for Your Life 365. It has been a minute. It has been a minute since we've seen you. Good morning. Karen Summers, hello. I think we've got everybody. Steve Miller Photo in the house. Variety Girl, good morning, good morning. Variety Girl, you were asking about music in one of the streams. There is a link right in my description. Hi, Harmony. There's a link right in my description to a company called Talentsy. If you click that link, you can go in and you can get Talentsy for $8 a month. That $8 a month includes Epidemic Sound and also an upgraded version of TubeBuddy. So I would highly recommend it. Jenny O'Brien, hello. Family First Jay. Sorry, Chris. You got to say hi to everybody before we can really get rolling.
That's all right.
If you guys don't know who this is KrizAkoni. If one of my mods can drop his link in here, we're going to talk a lot about what he does because I think it's going to really interest you guys. I know it really interests me, the process that he uses to do all the hiking and everything that he does. Michael Sines, good morning, good morning. I've been traveling up and down the east coast of the USA for the last month, heading to Brussels in a few days. Man, that's awesome, Running for Your Life. If you happen to be in the Pennsylvania area, you want to get together with me, I'm easy. As you can see, the wind is blowing today. It is quite freaking cold, unfortunately, and I didn't bring a sweatshirt, so I'm going to have to maybe run around a little bit during this stream to stay warm. The Story of Dory, hello. Oh, man. Alrighty, so I'm gonna ignore the chat for just a minute, and we're gonna talk to Kriz here, because this has been a long time coming. I think we've been talking about getting together for at least 2 months.
I was gonna say like 2 months, yeah.
So, if you don't know KrizAkoni's channel, he does hiking. He has been hiking the Appalachian Trail for the better part of this year, I would think.
I've been doing the trail for almost 3 years now. My wife and I, for our 25th wedding anniversary, decided we were going to climb Mount Washington.
Oh, wow.
So we did that, and it was a lot of fun, and it was really hard, and kind of decided I liked hiking the trail. So I started doing more and more and more and more, and then I kind of got addicted to it. So now I'm piecemealing all the little sections together, and right now I'm working my way through Pennsylvania, so I figured I'd stop by and say hi to you as I'm working my way. Started in New Jersey, I'm working south.
Oh, so you're going south, okay.
I'll go up to Wind Gap and probably work south from there, and then keep on going.
Awesome, awesome. Maybe I'll have to, one day when you're doing a segment, maybe I'll have to hike with you.
Oh, that'd be fun.
I'd love to do that. I mean, your Wind Gap is right in my area,
cool.
So we can do that.
Very cool.
So you drive to a different segment and then you hike it, you stay in and then you hike back?
Often when I'm hiking, I don't have a hiking partner, or I'm with my wife and we drive together. So I'll drive to a parking area, and there's oodles of them all along the trail, and park at a spot, and then I'll hike 5 miles, 10 miles, 15 miles in, camp, and then either keep going and camp again, but usually I work my way back. So it's kind of like a yo-yo. You go in, you go out, you go in, you go out. So I'm really hiking the trail twice.
Yes.
Over the period of time that I'm going to be hiking it, which God knows how long I'm going to do it. But
how much have you gotten so far?
About 300 and 350-ish miles. I've done from Pennsylvania from Pine Grove Furnace all the way to south of Shenandoah National Park now. I'm all the way to something called the Priest. There's a mountain down there that I've done. And then bits and pieces, Klingman's Dome in Tennessee, done that.
Awesome.
And Washington, some other spots.
Klingman's Dome is maybe my favorite place on earth.
Oh, it's beautiful.
It's awesome. So how far do you see yourself? Are you just going to continue to go down, or are you just going to get to the point where you're just staying close to home and you're just going to redo parts of the trail?
No, I don't think I'll redo it. I think I'm just going to keep pushing the envelope further and further. Now, it's interesting because it was easy when it was in Maryland and Northern Virginia. It was just a couple hours from my house. So I could do it. I could do it on a weekend, even half a weekend. I could go out for a day, hike 10 miles and go home. Now I'm like, okay, I got to really go out for 3 days, and there's a point where I'm going to have to do it for a whole week to make it worth it, because I'm not going to drive 6 hours.
Or driving into Georgia and then hiking for a day and coming back doesn't make a lot of sense.
That doesn't make sense at all.
Oh, let's see if we've got some new folks in the room. Hello, Harmony. Edge every day. Good morning. Hey, Hoosier back. Yes, smash that thumbs up. Jenny O'Brien, good morning. Nomadic Bike, Skinny G Panda's in the house. Sky Pilot, hello, my friend. TWG7. We can't be buffering. I've got full bars today. It's like the strongest stream I've ever done. So it's probably you, TWG7. It's probably you. But TWG7 is almost on time, which is pretty cool. That never happened. So congratulations, TWG7. You must have had your coffee this morning. Hey, needs more subs is in the house. Good morning, good morning. Oh man, so hey Jay Littman, good morning. What's your favorite part of the trail that you've hiked so far?
Really, New Hampshire, the pieces that I've done is just gorgeous.
Oh yeah.
The mountains are nice and tall. Portions of it go above tree line. It's very rocky and steep and rugged, and I just like it. It's nice. The pines smell different, and the ground is different.
The air is different there.
Everything's
it's
different
not
there.
like
I enjoy it a lot.
Yeah, I can imagine. Obviously for me, I've done some Appalachian Trail stuff. Actually, when I was a kid, we used to skip school and go up there and drink. I wasn't drinking, of course, but people that I was with might have been. Susan's Creative, hello. So I've done like the Wind Gap one many times. I think Hawk Mountain and stuff up that area. I've done that, and then of course I did the no buffer zone.
There's a no buffer zone.
Yes, it is right around here. Obviously, there's a no heat zone either because it's friggin' freezing.
Oh, it's hot out. I'm sweating. Wait, let me take my shirt off. Oh no, I won't do that. Okay.
Let's leave that to Inspired John. Thank you, Inspired John, for the nipple shakes. I really made my week, and Monica's. Chris Gilliard Vlogs, hello. I picked my butt is in the house. Congratulations, my friend. Thank you for coming by. I appreciate that. So I think my favorite view has been Klingman's Dome. I'm afraid of heights, and just driving up there where you're going around all these corners and everything is a blind corner and you don't know what's going on.
Surprise.
It was pretty cool. And then you get to the top, and if you've ever been to Klingman's Dome, or if you haven't, there's a parking area right there. The hike is actually only maybe a mile and a half.
Yeah.
And it's all paved, and there's seats along the way, because trust me, it's pretty much straight up. So if you're not an experienced hiker, you're gonna sit 4 or 5 times on the way up. And then there's just like this spire at the top where you can climb up it, and it's pretty awesome. The views there are just unbelievable. I loved it. That's probably my favorite spot. So Sky, what would you recommend? Oh, we're talking drones in the thing. Let's see, Ben, problems editing, talking editing. Alrighty, so.
Yeah, I'm a drone zero. I don't know anything about drones.
I've flown a drone once. Aaron Wilson had a drone when we visited, and he let me fly that. Hey, good evening, or I guess it is evening for you, Rachel Ross, and how are you? Naturebound is in the house. Naturebound, we've got 38 folks in the room and only 24 thumbs up. That is a lot of broken thumbs, as we like to say in here. So I'm with KrizAkoni today. We have been planning this for like a month. See, Susan's Creative forgot her thumb.
Uh-oh.
She left it in her other pants. Hey, Pauline Newman, hello, how are you
Did
today?
I see Rachel Rawson in there?
Rachel Rawson is right
she's
there.
She's in there. Slugface!
Oh man, RG
All right, there
Homestead,
we go.
hello. That's it, man. You gotta just take your picture of that one.
Where's your slug face?
Oh,
You haven't done it yet.
I
have
left
you?
it in my other pants. Oh, I did it. Skinny G Panda, hello, hello. Epic slug face. Well, thank you, Karen. Or Susan's. I appreciate that. Jam House, did you miss the party? No, it just started. I'm here partying with KrizAkoni. I don't know what we're gonna do today, but there's a lot of really fascinating things in the area. So we're probably gonna look around a little bit, maybe film some stuff. It'll be fun. It's gonna be the same as I always do when I'm collaborating with somebody. We'll probably just talk most of the day about YouTube and film some random things. It's gonna be great. Jelly Duck, hello. Jelly Duck's in Kuwait.
Whoa.
It's probably warm there at least. 21090 Brewing, hello. Woo. So you're gonna be working again. I know I saw one video that you did with these guys before, but you're gonna be working with Skinny G and Kurt Zeitzelman and some others this weekend. How often?
Dragon Rooms,
Dragon
Talentsy
Rooms, yeah.
Adventures. Did a hike about a month and a half ago now.
Yeah.
And it was like a collaborative thing where we were all YouTube and videoing each other. And it was kind of cool to see the hike from each of our different perspectives and the different artistic quality we put into the videos. So I'm
Yes.
looking forward to doing that again. We're supposed to be doing that this weekend, so I'm going to hook up with them and we'll see what comes out of that.
It's so
But
fun to go to
I've been
anything like
enjoying it.
that where everybody's carrying around a camera and
It's
stuff.
kind of funny, and you run across other people on the trail, and they look at you like, "What are they doing? Why do they all have cameras? What are they?"
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
So what is the craziest thing you've ever run into so far on your journey on the Appalachian Trail?
Oh man, there's a lot of lost people.
Lost people?
People that, and it's not really crazy, but people will go to National Park, Shenandoah National Park, and they'll park at a parking lot and start walking. And they'll have a map, but they won't know how to read a map. So they'll hike maybe 2 or 3 miles, and they think they're hiking back to their car, and they're not. And they like, hey, do you know where we are? And we're trying to find our car. So you work with them on the map, and then you sadly figure out that they're like 5.5 miles from their car, and you kind of break it to them. You go, you know, you're kind of over there. And then they frown because it's a long
Yeah.
way back, or it's raining or something. But hitchhiking is allowed inside the national park.
Yeah.
So I often say, you know, it's allowed in the park if you feel like it, go out to the road and
Yeah, just thumb it.
thumb your way back.
You don't know what you're gonna get, but you know, why not? Oh my goodness. Mim, hello, hello. So how do you, when you hike the trail, do you use a map? Do you use GPS? Do you use your phone? How do you?
I generally use a small handheld GPS, a little Garmin unit.
Okay.
And I use it mostly to document where I've been and not really where I'm going. The trail's very well marked, and there's small guidebooks. I have a guidebook that tells me where the next shelter is and where the water is and where all the campsites are and where like towns like this are where you can stop and get off the trail and get food and resupply or stay in a hostel or something like that. And I kind of use those resources. The GPS is more of a resource just to have to record stuff.
Yeah.
And my videos tend to be more documentary type, and I try and use all naming conventions so they're searchable. So if somebody wants to hike that section of trail and they know where they're going and what it's called, if they do a deep Google search, they'll probably run across one of my videos. And that's been working pretty good.
That's pretty cool. Eat of the Day is in the house. Hello, my friend. How are you? Budget Bushcraft is in the house. Just another one of the amazing YouTubers I'm gonna see in Kentucky. It's gonna be awesome. Michael Sines, Nature Bound. Woo! We've got lots of awesome folks in the room today. How is everyone today? Hey, Pauline Newman. Cool. 44 people hanging out here with us. We got a lot of broken thumbs though.
It's the birds. They're gonna poke our eyes out.
Oh man. So have you ever gotten to the point where you're lost on the trail or you didn't know where you were? I guess it's with the GPS and stuff.
I have not been lost, and I've not gotten to the point where I needed the GPS to find where I'm going. It hasn't happened to me yet.
Yeah.
But I can see as I get further south. I like to go not really off the trail, but I do a lot of the side trails, and the mountains kind of get bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's more wildernessy as you go south. So I could see where it's not hard to wander off. And
once you get on the Blue
get
Ridge
lost.
Mountain, especially, you're not going to be running into towns like this quite as often as
not
you
as
probably
often.
do up here. So I can imagine. Because I remember Yankee telling a story about somebody who stepped off the trail to go to the bathroom, and they never found their way back.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. That was I think a couple years ago now. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty sad when that happens. Timey's Pool Boy. Well, hello, Timey's Pool Boy. I didn't even know Timey had a pool boy. Hey, Half-Blood Pixie, how are you today? It is awesome to see you. So so do you hike all seasons? Like, do you hike in the winter as well, or is it just in the summer?
I actually prefer the winter.
Yeah.
This summer stuff. I did a lot of hiking this summer, and it was unusually wet and hot this summer, and I hate it.
time.
My back gets wet, my butt gets wet, everything gets wet, and it's sunny outside.
And you
soaking
can
wet,
never
and
be comfortable.
No, and you can't get cool. I do like going out in the winter a lot.
Rachel Rawson, everyone stop, I need coffee. Yeah, just stay away from the strawberries, Rachel.
What is this strawberry thing? I missed something.
All right, so I did a rant about a week and a half ago about how Neapolitan is a joke, and it's just a conspiracy by the strawberry growers to force everybody to have strawberry in
because
it.
anytime you open up one of the boxes, it's like carved out. The
Right.
chocolate and the vanilla is gone, and there's
Exactly.
this little hump of strawberry in the middle.
There you go.
Okay, all
and so
right.
now all these people are trolling me, telling me they actually like the strawberry, and you know it's not true.
It's not true.
It's people need to just make up their mind and buy the chocolate or buy the vanilla, and you know what? Put the strawberries in a smoothie and you'll be fine. Because it's just some kind of conspiracy. But now we have all these Team Strawberry people that are trolling me, and it's pretty funny. So I got to meet with Susan's Creative.
Hashtag Team Strawberry.
That's exactly what it is. And so Susan's Creative comes on my stream on, I guess it was Friday of last week, with a Team Strawberry blasphemy, she says. Team
Cool.
Strawberry shirt. It was an awesome shirt. She has a video on how to make it. And apparently, it's a very, very revealing video. So,
All right, I got to look that
at
up.
least that's what I hear. Team Chunky Monkey.
Whoa, Team Fatwood. I know all about Team Fatwood.
What is Team
Team
Fatwood?
Fatwood is, we use that to light fires.
Oh.
It's this sappy, sticky inside of dead pine trees.
Oh, yeah?
And I've never found it myself. I've gotten it from other people or bought it or whatever. But it takes just a tiny spark to light it on fire.
Wow.
And it burns like it's greasy almost. It's all.
So it's like
just,
an oil-based
Oh
kind
yeah,
of thing.
it's awesome.
Oh,
It's
that
awesome.
is
There's a
so
whole
cool.
cult following for Fatwood. If you do like hashtag.
Huh. So how would
Empire
you
of Fatwood or
find it in the
something.
woods, or do they
I think you
somebody
gotta
selling
you
it?
like yoink up stumps and stuff, or
Yeah.
dead branches at the bases of the trees where they're gooey and sticky, and that's usually where it's hiding.
Wow. That is something I didn't know. This stream gets weirder and weirder every day. Well, thank you, Jay. We aim to please, man. We want all your weirdos. Bring them all. Caleb S., hello, hello. Sapwood. That's pretty cool. I had never even heard of that.
Fatwood.
Fatwood, sorry, Fatwood.
Why it's fat, I do not know. Other than fat like lard fat, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. So when you, hey, Caleb S., hello, hello. When you hike on the trail, do you take your own food? Do you just plan on stopping somewhere?
No,
How does it
I
work?
take my own food. I use a lot of the dehydrated. Yeah, whatever it is.
Vacuum sealed
Yeah.
stuff. So like the stuff you'd buy in
Yeah,
the outdoor stores.
Outdoor stores, Walmart carries them. You can get them online.
Yeah.
And what I like about them is they're light. All the moisture's been sucked out of them.
Yeah.
And they weigh almost nothing. So you just boil a little water, pour it in.
I'm
and
sure you're already carrying enough
you
water
have
already. right?
kind of a mediocre kind of meal. Now, I have been carrying. Sometimes I'll go heavy and I'll carry like chicken meatballs or teriyaki meatballs. This time I found some chicken sausage that
Wow.
I'm carrying. And people are probably wondering, what are you talking about chicken sausage for and stuff like that. So I got bit by a tick.
Oh, that's
And it made me allergic to meat and dairy. So I can't eat anything that came from something that used to have hair, except humans, but I don't do that. But chickens are okay, fish is okay, and stuff like that. But it's weird. I get like asthmatic super attack if I eat like even a little bit, like the coating
Like
on an
beef
Advil
or
tablet,
something like that.
will set me off.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
it's bizarre.
I had heard that was a thing that could actually happen if you get bitten by the right tick. What is
So
that? What is
it's
that
called alpha-gal. Is the
Alpha-gal,
name
yes.
of the allergy, and that's my trail name. If you like read some of the journals, you'll see alpha-gal was here, and I put two big googly eyes, and it says "Beware the Yeti," and I don't know why.
So I thought Jerry mentioned that to me that
Yeah.
you had. How tough has that been? How long has that been?
It's
happening?
been like 2 years. It took a long time to figure it out.
Yeah.
I kept getting what they diagnosed at first as adult onset asthma that got worse and worse and worse and worse, and it wasn't being helped with all the normal medications.
Right.
Eventually, they sucked all my blood out and figured out, hey, you got that.
Which is really rare, right?
We're so sorry. Yeah, it's rare. It's quite rare.
From what I understand, sometimes it actually goes away.
It's supposed to.
Yeah.
Like, we don't know. I don't think they've studied it enough to know yet.
Right.
And I might tempt fate someday, just not right now.
Yeah, no.
So it
Definitely
makes-
not while you're on the show.
It makes me feel bad. You're
Do it
not
at
on the
home.
show. No, it takes like 3 hours for it to kick in. It's
Yeah.
weird. You got to digest it first.
That's so strange. But it's basic. I didn't even realize that you could eat certain meats, just not like beef.
Yeah, just stuff that had hair on it.
That's so
Yeah.
strange. Oh my goodness. Well, at least you can eat some meat. Some of the ones that I remember, I think they did one of those. What is it? A TED Talk or one
Yeah,
of
there
one
was
of
a
those,
TED Talk on that.
where
Yep.
they talked about the alpha gal, and according to them, those folks couldn't touch any. They were basically turned vegan or whatever
Yeah.
because they couldn't do it.
So I'm a
So-
pretend vegan.
Yeah.
Vegan plus chicken.
Good. Hey, chicken is something, man. I'm telling you what. When we cook up chicken in our air fryer, it's like nothing else, man. It's amazing. Alan Lamb, hello. Are there geocaches along the trail? Alan asks.
There are. I don't know if they're supposed to be there, but there are, and I do periodically geocache, and that's another thing I put in the handheld GPS, is if I'm aware of one, I'll dump that in there, and if I remember, I'll try and find them.
And that's always fun. The most adventurous hiking I've ever done was we found the Lozani ruins, and I don't know if you know where those are.
I have no idea what those are.
Okay, so in Jim Thorpe, if you go up.
Okay.
If you go through Jim Thorpe and then you go up the hill, like if you're facing the train station, if you know where I'm talking about. I don't know if
Sorta.
you know what I'm talking about. If you're facing the train station,
I've
if
seen
you were to
it
go
from Google Earth.
Yeah, if you go left up the hill, there's maybe 3 miles up. There's a little parking area on the side of the road, and if you go down there across the railroad tracks and over the river, there's an old stagecoach trail.
Oh, cool.
And there was a town that basically people just wanted to be isolated back in there, and they're just these stone ruins. And I'm not sure exactly who built these stone ruins, because usually the last thing that exists in ruins is the chimney.
Right.
None of these houses have chimneys. So I don't know exactly how they were built or when they were
that's
built. But
strange.
it's very,
And
very,
it's
very
cold
old.
here, and it snows here too, so I'm
Yes.
surprised they don't have chimneys. That's
No,
odd.
that was the strangest
Yeah, that's
part
odd.
about it. So me and some friends went there, and we just had a group of instructions on a sheet of paper that told us how to get there. So it's like a treasure map.
Yeah.
So it's kind of the same thing as geocaching. It kind of adds some adventure on your trail. Simon Lord, yes, we are in America. We are currently in Pennsylvania. Hey, Joy Stewart. Good morning. Good morning. How are you? Awesome. It's nice to meet you, Lord Simon. Everybody, please welcome Lord Simon to the room. If you know what? It's a good time for me to tell all the new folks who might be in the room. Hey Hope, how are you? I am not far from Philadelphia, so if you are interested in working with me to do a collaboration, message me at some point. Let me tell you guys a little bit about what this stream is about, since I haven't told you yet. And also, somebody do me a big favor and drop KrizAkoni's link in the description or in the chat, so everybody gets a chance to check out his channel. You guys are gonna love it if you haven't seen it already. It's amazing. So for anybody new, this is the best hour of my day. It is called that because it truly is. It really is. I love doing this. It's so much fun. But this is not my show. I am just the humble host. My name is Michael Feyrer Jr. And what we do here is we like to introduce all these amazing content creators that are right over here. My philosophy is that everyone's content is much more interesting when you get to know the person behind the camera. And that's what we do here. I meet with as many YouTubers as I possibly can, just like Kriz here. And I introduce their channels to you. When I don't have a guest on the show, which is maybe 2 or 3 times a week now, it seems like I have a guest on just about every day. What we do is I introduce all the amazing folks in the room here. So if you want me to be able to talk about your channel, all you have to do is message me in one of the comments on one of my videos, and then I remember you were here. Myself or Monica will go and check out your content, and I can talk a little bit about what you do. Loud out here. And I can talk a little bit about what you do on the stream, and that's it. If you are not subscribed to me, please do. Also, please subscribe to KrizAkoni. You will definitely enjoy his content. Holy mackerel.
Bless you.
Oh. All right. Have a drink. This is fun to watch. Oh.
You still breathing?
I'm still breathing. I'm fine. See, what happens is when I have to raise my voice over traffic and wind and everything else, it gets dry. It is what it is. I'll cough it up later. Oh, jump, save the poor man. Oh,
Still
yeah.
breathing, not touching him.
Nah. Hey, this time around, Travelog, how are you doing this morning, Daniel? It is awesome to see you in the house. So if anybody has any questions for KrizAkoni, please ask. He's been hiking the Appalachian Trail, started out in New Jersey, working his way down south. Waymew, good morning. How are you today? I can read it. It's all good. Right now, they're talking amongst themselves. Got you for sure, Kriz. Nomadic bike, you won't regret it.
I think I follow Nomadic Bike.
Oh, yeah, you guys are going to love it. I'm not blue. Am I blue? I hope not.
No, not yet.
Not yet. I just got to keep going. We've got to get some more Pepsi in. And by the way, Pepsi does still not sponsor this broadcast. So my rates are reasonable, guys. Hit me up.
You're going to have to come to the dark side.
Oh, man. Oh, boy. All right, so what are we missing here? Pink. I'm not pink either, I don't think. Soda Pop. Diet Pepsi. You know it, my friend. You know it.
Pop. They're from Ohio.
They might be from Ohio.
Yeah.
They call it the Pop. You know, when you go down south, Pop is actually Dr. Pepper.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that works. They think Dr. Pepper is like a real soda. I would describe you as Strawberry Red. Well, thank you so much, needs more subs. I can always count on you, my friend. I thought that was a Canadian thing. It might be a Canadian thing, but when they refer to Pop in Canada, they're actually talking about, like, Coke, usually. When they refer to Pop down south, they're actually talking about Dr. Pepper, like it's a real soda. Dr. Picker.
I saw something about the PCT float by. I didn't catch who put that in there. Right now, I don't have set plans to hike PCT. I would like to do it, but I don't have it scheduled or travel or anything to go out and do that.
What is the PCT?
The Pacific Crest Trail. Oh. It's kind of like the Appalachian Trail, except it's on the West Coast.
Okay.
And it's very mountainous and rugged and cool and
that's awesome.
Arid. It's a whole different experience.
Now there is a trail that intersects with the Appalachian Trail in the southeast of the U.S. that runs all the way to the coastline, isn't there?
I forget what that's called. The something
the
to
Carolina,
see.
Yeah,
there's something to see trail.
It might even be the AT to see or something like that. I was trying to find any segments on that when I was hiking my way through North Carolina and stuff on the first Travel Adventure series, and it doesn't appear that trail is particularly well marked.
Okay.
As I had a lot of difficulty just finding segments of it that you could hike. So either there aren't segments where you can park somewhere and hike the segment, it's like you just do the trail. That's what it kind of seemed like. Whereas the Appalachian Trail has all kinds of places where you can just do day hikes.
Oh yeah.
It didn't seem like the Pacific, like the coastal
Search
one
YouTube.
had that.
YouTube probably has something.
Probably.
It has everything.
Hey, we getting a lot of wind noise in here. Hey, Queen Paula Banks, how are you? I'm just wondering because I want to know if my dead cat is working properly. Life on the trail, hello.
Beautiful dead cat.
It really is. It's nice and fuzzy. I think this cat that was used for mine probably was a little on the older side. It has some gray in it. Hey, let me show you guys a little bit more about where we're at here. We are in a park. We are in a really fancy gazebo. Hey, Chandra Pivo, good morning, good morning. And so they are setting up some kind of a thingy over here, and there's stuff going on. Say hi to Jay's daughter. Hello, Jay's daughter. How are you today? It is awesome to see you. Timber Hill Redbones. Hello, hello. Have you guys talked to a British guy before? Lord Simon, there are plenty of folks from England and Europe in this stream right now that you can get to know, my friend. Chris Adams, hello. I'm Chinese people. Ah, yes, the trolls are coming. Well, thank you guys. If you would like to be a good troll in this stream, please do me a big favor and just be entertaining. That's all I ask. It's not that hard. If you are really going to work at your craft and be a quality troll, then do it right. Do it right, my friend. Take lessons from Hellkitten. Hey, Gemma, how are you this morning? It is awesome to see you. Because if you can't even have a discussion that's on topic, at least you can be entertaining. That would be just fantastic. I would love that. Where is Hellkitten? I don't know. I don't know. She might be giving lessons this morning. Hey, Reagan. Good morning. Good morning. You know what's a real shame? Hey, Out of Body, how are you today? You know what's a real shame is that I know where all these trolls are coming from, and the unfortunate part is that this person said, if you can do it better. And instead of making their content better, they are in here trolling us for no apparent reason. It's pretty sad. You would think they would just be out there making better content. But no, they're in here trolling us. Isn't that great? Obviously, Blunt, obviously. I speak English too fast. I apologize, Chris. Later on, you could put it on half speed and watch it that way. That'll be fantastic. And my voice will be lower. I'll sound more manly. It's going to be awesome. Sanday, hello. How are you, my friend? So I'm here with KrizAkoni this morning. He is hiking the Appalachian Trail, has been for the better part of 2 years. If you have any questions about hiking the Appalachian Trail, that would be awesome. I would really love to hear about it. Ah, yes. Well, you are so welcome, Lord Simon. So what, have you had any interesting occurrences on the Appalachian Trail? Any crazy things that have happened, or have you run into that criminal? The cops were chasing somebody down through the woods, or anything?
Not run across any criminals. There are a lot of interesting personalities on the trail. You get all kinds of different people. There's rich people and poor people and engineering nerdy people and lawyery people and construction-y people. I mean, it's all walks of life on the trail, and all that kind of goes away when it's you and a stick and a fire and some food, you know, in a tent.
Yeah.
And we're all the same.
Oh, yeah.
And that's kind of cool. But no real weirdness per se that I've
Well,
run
that's
into.
cool. A lot of people carrying weapons. Are you even allowed to have a weapon on the trail?
It's complicated to do that on the trail because each state has its own jurisdiction for how they manage that.
Right.
So there's, I think, 13 states the trail cuts across. So you'd have to manage your licensing in each individual one, and then also deal with the fact that the Appalachian Trail is also a national park. So you got to factor all
Yeah, I'm
that
not
in
sure. Are you allowed to
do
have
that?
Does that mean you can't have a drone on the trail
Well,
either?
that I was going to bring that up earlier. That is true. You may not have a drone on the Appalachian Trail, and sometimes the trail rental runners will turn you in if they find you with one. And I've not known anybody to have them taken away, but YouTube does look for drone videos of national park areas, and sometimes they flag them. They flag them.
Interesting. So keep that in mind if you're gonna hike the Appalachian Trail. You want to make sure that you don't take your drone with you, just in case. It just doesn't make any sense to get flagged or strike or anything like that. So yeah, keep that in mind, guys. Good morning, Joker. How are you today? I've always been curious about that. That's interesting. Yeah, Jamin. I was wondering too. I'm not sure. I know that some locations.
Some people do it.
Yeah, you could get away with it, but you probably want to be careful. And what about state parks and stuff? I don't know. I know your experience is all along the national park realm, but I think some states allow you to have a drone in a state park and some states don't. So if you're going to fly a drone, you want to make sure that you are just aware of how the rules work. A lot of them, is it posted somewhere?
I've never seen it posted.
Okay.
I mean, well, online, the National Parks page talks about no drones. I think they have a whole drone page that
Awesome.
warns you of that. But
Cool.
in general, I haven't seen that.
Hi, Not Cool. How are you today? It is awesome to see you. Hope I'm. Welcome, Rachel from Czech Republic. I am a goalie for the U.S. team,
Oh, cool.
not the Canadian team. Wow, Hope, that's awesome. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Oh, man. Missouri allows drones for now if you keep it in the line of sight. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. I'm always nervous about that because you just don't know what the rules are unless they're posted. So I mean, one of the places I cannot wait to fly a drone is at Centralia. I think it's going to be fantastic. Have Canada on the brain right now, Rachel. What are the drone rules in Europe, Rachel? Because I think they're very, very strict. And I don't know what they are in Canada either, but I think the drone rules in Europe are really, really strict. All right, Jaren, thank you for stopping by, my friend. Hello, Chandra Pivo, how are you? Yeah, very strict rules. Okay. She's, Karen's in the Netherlands, so she would know what the drone rules are there. You gotta have insurance and no city flying, and yep, really strict. Okay, that's cool. I live close to an airport and I'd have to drive a bit before I could get ready to. Yeah, I live really close to an airport as well, Jay, so I'm not sure what the rules are. But at the same time, I would probably take one up in my backyard, not really worry too much about it either. So, you know, you've seen my videos before. I'm not always exactly following the strict rules of how things are supposed to be. I hike on a lot of no trespassing trails all the time. But you know what? It's all for the pictures, guys. I do it for you. I do it for you. It's half of the fun. Have you ever run into anything like that where you get off trail and you end up in a no trespassing area, or there was just something over there you wanted to see?
Oh man, there's things that you see. Usually I haven't run across no trespassing signs that keep me away, but often the terrain keeps me away. I'll find something or see something. I'm like, oh man, I gotta have that. I gotta go and get a picture of that. And it's just unobtainium. I can't get there for some reason, and then I get frustrated.
Do you have a camera with a zoom or anything like that?
No, not yet. I'm strictly iPhone right now.
Yeah, because when I was doing all my hiking, I was doing it all with the iPhone, and so essentially I was risking life and limb every time I would, because some of these spots I would go to, especially, especially well-traveled trails where we'd go to waterfalls. Well, they have waterfalls up here, on one side, but then there was other waterfalls in locations that were much more difficult to get to.
That there were better waterfalls.
Yes, and there's nobody there. The problem is that you have to go and risk your own life and limb to get to those locations, and I did a lot of that. But then you go to places like Glencoe Falls, and I don't know if you've ever been there.
Nope.
There's some really, really dangerous. People die there all the time, and for some reason I seem to end up going there when it's wet all the time too, and trying to get to the wrong place. So I've smashed cameras and gimbals, and I'm pretty hard on my equipment, unfortunately, but it's all for the shot.
Giant slip and slide.
Yes. Well, we were at Ringin' Rocks, which I don't know exactly what the true term of it is, but it's right along the Jersey border. And you could just tell it was a beautiful day. There's kids walking around on the top of the falls. It wasn't 2 hours we were there before the cops were there with every fire apparatus on the planet because somebody fell off the falls. And so I don't understand it. Kids have no fear. If you're a parent and your kid is playing around near these waterfalls, you got to be smart because they're just not. Kids don't ever think anything bad is going to happen, but sometimes it does. So I'm sure that's what happened. All right, that's like Devin Downers. Like to stop sign means to stop. Observe police. Yep. Yeah, we would never break any rules on this stream, guys. Although some of you may have been a party to my rule breaking on the campus of what's that, Lehigh. Yeah, there's a big no trespassing sign, and right on this very stream, I just walked past that, and we found there's this display of folk art in the woods that's just the most bizarre thing that you've ever seen.
Cool.
And I would have never found it if I hadn't trespassed, and I was so sick that day. So I actually told the people on the stream, I said, I'm not feeling all that great. So if I pass out and I fall over, once you're done laughing, call 911 and let them know where I am.
I'm where I'm not supposed to be.
Yes, he's the guy who's rolling around on the trail, trespassing on a campus. So I've actually done a stream like that. If you want to see something like that, it's actually archived. You can see it on my Patreon if you're interested. That and the Lozani Ruins, which I never actually released on my regular channel, that is available on my Patreon as well. And the only reason why the Lozani one I never did is because I'm actually not in it at all. So it just wasn't really my normal style.
Right.
I was hiking with a friend that day who is a soldier. And we were just kind of talking all day. And so I just filmed while we were walking. And it didn't tell a story or anything like that. Jamin Show enjoyed your video. Oh yeah, the Jamin Show was the guest this week on the meet and greet on Yankees. Yep. Hey, the Bearded Beer Man. Hello, hello. NYZ Outdoors. Hello. It is awesome to see you guys today. I am here with KrizAkoni. Make sure you guys drop his link in there. I would really appreciate it. If you have any questions, KrizAkoni has been hiking the Appalachian Trail. He has gone from Jersey. He's gone, I guess, down as far as Virginia so far.
Yep, middle of Virginia.
Man, that's pretty far. And he can answer any kind of questions that you guys have. He's also going to be doing a collaboration later this week with Skinny G Panda, Dragon Roams, and Kurt Zeitzelman, and
Adam
Z Outdoors.
Or Adam Z Adventures.
I haven't had a chance to meet Adam Z, unfortunately, just yet, but he does pop in here from time to time. I'm assuming. Well, if you haven't seen, they've already done a collaboration like this, and if you ever want to know what it's like to get 4 or 5 crazy YouTubers having fun on the trail, it's a freaking blast to watch. I'm telling you, it's just so fun. And plus, we all love Skinny G and Dragon Roams, and you'll get a chance to get to know Kurt Zeitzelman a little better and Adam Z. So it's awesome.
I have not done any of the trail in New York yet.
Oh yeah?
None. Somebody asked about New York. Not been through New York at all.
I can imagine that because New York, everybody looks at New York like it's this big urban center. And if you're driving through New York, trust me, guys, there are miles and miles and miles where there is nothing there in upstate New York. It's actually really beautiful and expensive, but really beautiful. A family member has a coach, or has a, I'm reading my chat. A family member has a cabin up there right on a lake, and it's in the middle of freaking nowhere. How often do you find that you're out and about and you do not get cell signal? Hey, out of body, how are you?
Most places on the Appalachian Trail, when you get on the one or the other side of the mountain, there's service.
Oh, really?
It faces out towards civilization. Sometimes when you're down in between, or most of the time when you're down in between, not so much.
Yeah.
And the shelters tend to be down in between, so often you'll go to camp for the night and there's probably not going to be service. Okay. And you'll have to go up the trail a little bit.
Yeah, I found when I did the segments on the Blue Ridge Parkway, I would have to get all my texting and everything done before I even got in the car. Yeah. Because once you get on the Blue Ridge Parkway, there's nothing. There's just nothing. You get no signal. Yeah. So
saw a question about Dream Hike. I forget who asked that.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
I really, really want to go to Nepal and that area and visit the Everest Base Camp and do that hike.
But you don't have any dreams of hiking Everest?
No.
I don't think you're too old, but it's so hard.
People our age don't do Everest.
No, they don't.
They would kill you. Maybe they do. I don't know.
I think for me, I'd like to do Machu Picchu.
That'd be cool. That'd be very cool.
That's one of those ones that's pretty well traveled. Probably going to be all right, and it's pretty safe, and you get to see something at the end.
I want to do that, and I don't know if it's a hike or not, but I want to get to the South Pole. Ooh. I want to get there. I want to see it. I want to put my feet on the South Pole.
I would think that would be almost as dangerous as Everest.
No, I think it's easier.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it an elevation thing, or is it flat?
I think it's flat.
Is it? I thought so. It's just cold. That's not my thing. Now, unless there's going to be a bunch of people carrying around personal heaters. Yeah. Well, how much? I I mean, can you ever? Is there even ground there, or is it just a big ice?
No, there's ground there.
Is
Yeah,
there?
You can get there.
I did not know that. That's pretty cool.
There's a sign there and some flags and.
Not doing the North Pole though, huh?
No.
That is on.
Waiting for that to melt. Then
Yeah.
I'll do that on a sailboat after it melts.
Well, I think the coolest pictures that I generally tend to see online with beautiful locations is probably in Iceland too. I'd really like to do that sometime.
That looks really beautiful.
It really
Iceland
does.
Yeah.
When they get the personal guy with the heater walking around to follow me,
Are those
I'm going right to
strawberries?
Iceland. Yes.
Those are strawberries.
Oh, yes, Team Strawberry. Susan is the Team Strawberry leadership. And then we've got Rachel Rawson and needs more subs. Lots of strawberries
I like
in the room.
strawberries. I can eat strawberries.
He can eat strawberries. You guys are awesome. So if you do not know and you are new in the room, this is KrizAkoni. He has an awesome channel. It's mostly focused on hiking the Appalachian Trail, but he does reviews and stuff like that on all the sorts of gear that he is using. I highly recommend you check it out. He's got about 1,100 subs, and he could use a lot more. The content quality that he's putting out there certainly deserves a heck of a lot more. The TWG7, please stop with the TWG7, dude.
It's just a lot of strawberries.
It's a lot of strawberries.
I'm liking the strawberries.
Oh, man. I heard you eat the strawberry first, Michael. Oh, my gosh, nature bound. The strawberry shouldn't be in there. It shouldn't be in there at all. You know, I know Harmony is a big fan. Strawberry is her
churning
favorite.
the cream. Oh, that's
Smash that
funny.
like button. Yes, it is funny. We're actually up over 100 thumbs up.
That's very cool.
That's amazing. Now, as of yesterday, my thumbs up record.
This hair. What's going on here?
Oh, you're working
This
it,
is like-
man. You're working it. As of yesterday, my thumbs up record was 102, I think, which we're at right now.
We're right there.
And then yesterday, somehow I managed to hit 147.
Whoa.
That's crazy. That's unbelievable. Oh, now our thumbs up are going down.
Uh-oh.
Oh, man. Everybody's revoking their thumbs up. How could you guys do that to me? I have just enough free time to say hello. Well, Northumberland, it is nice to see you, my friend. Thank you for stopping by. I hope school is going well for you, my friend. I'm sure it is. I know you're working hard. I need to go raid some more live feeds with Team Strawberry. Oh, you guys are funny. You guys crack me up. I thought they were higher. Weren't they at 110 thumbs
they're
up a while
coming
ago? I don't know, Susan. It could be. It could be. There's lots of people having fun with this stream. It is all good. I love every single one of you, even the beautiful trolls that come by and hang out with me. Because you know what? You're spending time with me. It must mean we're doing something right. Even if it's for a nefarious purpose. So it's all good. Hey, Rick DeBees is in the house. Hey, Rick DeBees, how are you today? I'm here with KrizAkoni. I just got here about 30 minutes ago. We had a chance to sit down and talk a little bit. And now the more I talk, the worse it is.
Dude, you're dying.
I am. Yeah. Oh, that would be awesome. Needs more subs. So if you guys don't know what Needs More Subs is talking about, and I think most people in the room probably do, but I am taking a trip. It's about 8 days away now. I'm going to visit Nashville, Kentucky, and not Nashville, Kentucky, Lexington, Kentucky, and then Nashville, Tennessee is on the docket for sure. Right now I have 3 nights in Lexington, Kentucky, and 2 nights in Nashville, Tennessee. I would certainly love to do 3 nights in Nashville, Tennessee. The folks that I will be meeting with live and in person are Clint Moore, Backpacking with Jason, Who's Your Back OD, KY Night Stalker, and Budget Bushcraft. We'll be in Lexington, Kentucky. I will also be doing a massive extravaganza live broadcast on October 1st from Lexington, Kentucky, and we will be joined live as well by The Jamin Show and Gator the Legend, and possibly a few others may be traveling in to be on that broadcast as well. On that broadcast, there will also be remote guests like Yankee and Pusha Studios, and there are a couple other folks that I'm talking about. Oh, man. In Nashville, I'm going to be meeting with Out of Body, Seth Allison, Touring Taste Buds, and the amazing Reagan Live, Laugh, and Love. I'm really excited about it. If you would like to help me fund this trip, I would always appreciate it. There's a GoFundMe that folks keep dropping in here, and that's what that's all about. If somehow between now and the day we leave, which is the 29th, it happens to balloon up, and we can manage to get into the part of Florida to meet some of those folks, I would really love to do that as well. But as of right now, it does not look like we're going to have the funding for more than 3 nights in Lexington and 2 nights in Nashville, which is just amazing already, guys. You guys have gone all out, and I really appreciate that. Ellen's Butterfly Community, hello, hello. He had me, I thought you were taller. Kriz is taller than me. Kriz is a pretty tall dude.
I'm just slouching down here in the chair.
He's
like,
just...
now I feel like a Muppet. Forget what Muppet that is. Sit up.
Rachel Rawson wants to know if there's an emoji for salted caramel. I don't think so.
Salted caramel? What? That sounds awful. What is salted caramel?
I don't know. But anything like that sounds fun to me. Meeting Michael for the first time I ever introduced myself. Hi, I'm Needy in person. Never really considered how that might sound to a stranger before. I'm telling you something right now, though. Meeting Needy was one of the best collaborations that I've ever done because I didn't know what to expect. Of course, he never shows himself on camera because he's a cartoon character. And the live broadcast with Needs More Subs and Alejandro Perez is one of the most unique ones that we've ever had because, of course, we couldn't fit Needs More Subs on the screen, so he was just a disembodied voice. And it was a lot of fun, but you just never know what you're going to get. Every collaboration is unique and different. This is why you definitely want to take the time to get to know the amazing folks in this room and see if you can't collaborate with them. I had no idea there were so many amazing YouTubers that were within a couple hours of me that I was willing or able to travel to, or they were willing to able to do it here. I definitely do need some cough suppressant, Chandra. This is what happens when you're on a live broadcast, though, and you have to speak up in order to make sure the microphone picks you up. It is what it is. As soon as I'm off the live broadcast, I won't be coughing it up anymore. Hey, Shannon Miller, how are you? You missed the best hour. You didn't miss it. You caught up for the half man, for a little bit of it. Great to see you, handsome man. Kriz is quite handsome. I will absolutely attest to that. He is even better looking in person than he is on his channel. Hey, Burnwood, good morning, good morning. Thank you so much, guys, for coming by. I really appreciate it. It has been a very, very active stream. Ellen, it's a great channel, and suggest you drop in there. If you like, please. Ellen, awesome. Yeah, cool. Ellen likes the butterflies, too. I'm a big butterfly fan. Angela M., good morning, good morning. Angela M. just rolled out of bed. I got you. Nomadic Bike,
Burnwood
you did that?
Bushcraft. Hey, Burnwood.
Yeah, Burnwood's in the house. Nomadic Bike, thank you so much. That means so much to Monica and I. I really appreciate it. I'm telling you, Kriz, this community, they're just
amazing.
They're
Totally amazing.
They're unbelievable. They humble me every single day. Thank you, Nomadic Bike. That means a lot. I also got a contribution yesterday from Budget Bushcraft that I wanted to mention on the stream. Thank you, Budget. It will be awesome to shake your hand in a couple of days. I'm really looking forward to it. It's really, I like big butts and I cannot lie. God, why am I feeling the need to be a total nut job today? Rachel Rawson, we love the total nut job in you, so it's all good.
You still haven't done your slug face yet.
Oh, I did my slug face.
Did you?
You were just busy doing yours, so you didn't see me doing mine. But we do have a good tandem slug face that people are going to be able to screen cap.
Okay.
And by now, it's probably all over Twitter. Oh, people are so patient. Oh, Rachel, we are very patient with you because you are wonderful. So if anyone has any last minute questions for KrizAkoni, please ask them now. If you have anyone you want to shout out, you want to tell a story, you want to talk to somebody specifically, we've got an ankle biter over here.
I've been chiming in and saying hi to people as they're popping in and out, and I don't know. I don't have enough time to tell the chicken story. I might save the chicken story for later.
We'll tell that on the vlog.
Yeah, I'll do something later about the philosophy of chicken.
All right.
So, when you look at the ingredients on the back of something, and you see white meat chicken, dark meat chicken, dehydrated chicken, chicken parts, chicken wings, chicken fat, chicken byproducts, and then there's one that's just called chicken. What is chicken? So that's, we'll save that for another time, but just contemplate that. What is chicken? There is a real answer.
Is there?
Oh yes, the FDA has a real answer for that, and you're gonna want to hear it.
Oh my goodness. See? You're gonna want to hear it. You're gonna want. I want to hear it now. I know that.
No, it takes too long.
Life on the Trail. Hello. Thank you, Life on the Trail. I appreciate that. Rachel Rawson's got her chicken wings out, or I guess those are
there they
thighs.
are.
She's got the legs out. I have 5 minutes left before the 1 hour mark. Thank you, Joran, for keeping me on schedule. Chicken wings rule. I gotta tell you, Burnwood, I am a big fan of hot wings. Big fan. In fact, that is my favorite meal to eat on fight nights. That's about the only time I ever really get it, but that's when I like to go out and get my chicken wings.
I was gonna laugh. Did the Jets lose last night?
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. The Browns finally won a game for the first time in 2 years. Angela M really wants a chicken story.
Okay, so I'll go quick with this. So when you take a chicken and you put it on a conveyor belt and you run it through a high pressure washer and you blow it through a screen, all the chicken meat comes off and blows through the screen.
Okay.
Okay, so you got what's left on the screen. That stuff goes into a centrifuge. And you fill it with hot water and you spin it out. All the stuff that comes out of the centrifuge, that's not chicken either. It's the stuff that's left in the centrifuge is chicken.
Interesting.
Yes.
Huh.
So
what would be left?
I'm not really sure.
I wonder who decided that that was the definition.
Yes.
That's really fascinating. Thank you for offering great prizes. Yes, absolutely. Pusa Studios offer an amazing prize for the B-Roll Smackdown. Pauline Newman offered the Dooney and Burke dot bag. Pusa Studios offered an absolutely fantastic live interview with the winner, and Clint Moore offered an absolutely gorgeous print. I cannot wait to show you guys this print. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. So if you guys haven't checked out the B-Roll Smackdown, the videos came out yesterday. Get your vote in.
Really awesome B-roll.
Oh my gosh.
Man, they are phenomenal. All of them are phenomenal.
Can you imagine? We started three months ago now. This is, I think, maybe the third month.
It's growing huge.
And the difference in the B-roll is like night and day.
Oh yeah, yeah, they're improving radically.
And it's so funny because it's just probably because people watch it every month and they see what somebody's doing and they pick up different things and they understand more about what it is. I don't know what this is going to be like in 6 months.
It's going to be awesome.
Oh my goodness.
It's going to be awesome.
It's like a bunch of ringers now. Competition is super tight. You're no joke, Jay Littman. Jay Littman is one of the finalists. We also have Michael T. Panetta, Chandra Pivo, and Steve Miller Photo. And they just went all out. I couldn't have imagined that we would have gotten this sort of B-roll 3 months ago. Yeah. 3 months ago, because everybody was like, they're just starting out 3 months ago, and it's just grown. And it's basically the same group of people. Yeah. So it's that much improvement. That's pretty amazing. Holy mackerel, we're at 510 and rising. Woohoo. You guys are unbelievable. Thank you so much for anyone who contributes to the trip. It really means a lot to Monica and I just want you guys to know, I know it's a small community and you guys are really going all out to help me to get a chance to meet with all these other fantastic YouTubers. Almost everything I do is self-funded, and that's what I'd like it to be. And someday, sponsors and that sort of stuff will be helping to pay for all the travel and trips that I do. But for now, unfortunately, I have to ask, and I really appreciate that you guys step up and help me out. It means so much to me. It means so much to me. And thank you, Needy. Needy's pounding it today.
Needy is doing an awesome job.
Needy's pounding it today. Thank you, Needy. I appreciate that. There should be a rule on the B-roll challenge. You cannot compete from 1 month after you enter any given month. Leaves room for us amateurs. You know, Susan's creative. I had thought about that, and if we ever had somebody who won it twice in a row, I would probably make that a rule. But we did have the last month's winner enter this month. He was amazing. His entry last month, and now the name is McGee Films, won last month. He did enter again this month, and he got knocked out in the first round. So a lot of people picked up their game and went out to challenge the winner from last month, and he was defeated. Hopefully that's actually more encouraging to let the previous winner enter and try their hand with folks that are really picking up their game. So I think if we started to get somebody who was winning 2 months in a row or something like that, I would probably make a rule that says that you couldn't compete, you know, after you win for a month or two. But for now I think it's good. And we are actually at the 60-minute mark.
We're at 60 minutes.
All right, guys. Well, I want to thank KrizAkoni for coming by. Please do me a favor and check out his channel, guys. I definitely think you'll enjoy it. 1K Happy Trails Hiking is probably live right now with the 30-day challenge, so don't hesitate to go over there, check it out. If you want to get in shape, learn how to eat better, and be encouraged to do so, you are absolutely going to love it. Do me a big favor, guys. Go out there. Be like Kriz and I. Find your adventure. Have some fun today. Go out and be good to people, okay? Be good to people. I love each and every one of you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, Kriz.
Thanks for having me on. It
Oh,
was
you
awesome.
are so welcome.
Thank you.
You are so welcome. Have a great day, guys, and I will see you so soon.